Who am I? Isn't that a question that we all have such a hard time to answer? Every year in a new classroom, many of us students dislike the first day because every year the question comes up, who are you? Tell us something about you. Usually let's start with, hi, my name is Jesus Gil and I am from Carrollton, Texas. Maybe give what I'm studying or what interests I have, but that seems simple. My classmates might think I'm very boring or shy. So let's start with a more informed introduction. Hi classmates, my name is Jesus Gil, but I usually go by Gil, which came from my teammates in high school and just stuck since then. Sports are the center of my life, and they all started in the town north of Dallas named Carrollton, where I started with flag football and participated in many other sports such as hockey, football, basketball, track, and most interested in soccer. I live in Carrollton for 18 years of my life, graduating from Creekview High School in 2016. Currently, I live with my sister and my mom in Lake Dallas, Texas, while my dad moved to Houston for a job opportunity after my parents had a divorce in the fall of 2016. I haven't totally decided on my degree, but finance seems to be at the top of the list. Let me share with you 4 objects that describe me in a simple way: a soccer ball, a blank sheet of paper, a hat, and a watch. These 4 objects have their own meaning and representation of who I am. Choosing a soccer ball as my first object was probably the easiest one to choose because soccer has been in my life since the age of 4, and a way of how others view me, a soccer player. Soccer has been in my life and in the career I've been wanting to take since I first introduced the sport. Having the soccer ball on my feet not only gives me the happiness, but takes my stress away from my surroundings. My passion for soccer is something that I would find hard to give up. I see myself having soccer for the rest of my life and hopefully going pro. A soccer player is what I've always been viewed as, but there has been a fear of mine that has been hidden in my life my whole life, and that is a fear of failure. This next object is a blank sheet of paper, and that's what I fear of, and doing nothing worthy to put on a piece of paper. Everyone that knows me personally can call me very determined and motivated, but there's only one reason, and this is because the fear of failure is the biggest fear I have had. My whole life, I have thought that I have my futures planned out, smooth ride, smooth path. But then sophomore year of high school, I got benched to make the academy team, and from then it just went downhill. I got uphill, but then it went back down. Year by year, I have learned that my dream to become a professional soccer player becomes less attainable with obstacles getting tougher and tougher. But I cannot let them stop me because the blank sheet of paper right here does not show what my future is going to be. That is something that I will always strive for, to be the best I can be. Although my biggest fear is the fear of failure, I have been determined to not let it affect me. Many people classify me as shy, but I believe I'm not a shy person, and that if you get to know me, you can see me as the most talkative and outgoing guy. For the third object, I brought in a hat, which represents a hat when I have the hat on or the hat off, when I'm comfortable and I'm uncomfortable, when I'm out in public or in class. Many of my classmates might see me isolated or just on my phone, not trying to come off in a shy way, just me being uncomfortable. There are 2 ways you can see me, with the hat on or the hat off, and this shows at what stage I really am in. When the hat is on, I am very unfamiliar with my surroundings, therefore I use the hat to cover up who I am and show others to be shy and just reserved. When the hat is off, I am very comfortable and open with the environment, and everyone is able to see my full face, my full head, and the real, true me. But the truth is, hat on or hat off, I am the same guy. I am the same cool, talkative, supporting man, but I just need someone to take off the hat to see for themselves. Which leads me to the next and last object. I asked my cousins, hey, what's an object that can describe me? Surprisingly, very surprisingly, they told me a watch, which for them represents how I can always be there for people around me at any time if they need help. A watch was something I never thought of to represent me, but the more I thought about it, the more I got to realize that I'm a person that is there for the good and bads. I've always tried to put people up and not down. One of my cousins pointed out a time when he was very low and had no motivation in anything other than playing video games all day. I remember the day where I took him to the gym and I told him he can do anything you want to do. Just gotta work for it. College was also something he wasn't and had it in his mind. He just wasn't gonna go to college. But then I was there, lifting him up, telling him, motivating him, bro, you can do it. And see him now. My cousin goes to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, and he has 3 schools to choose from for the coming fall. Very proud of him. My little cousin, which is little brother, is also shown. He's very shown unspoken and really doesn't seem to have issues in life. But surprisingly, not very surprisingly, he does have issues in life. He has a lot of questions. Very nervous about the future. He's a sophomore in high school, therefore he has a lot of questions. But then again and again, I'm there day or night, answering his questions, being there for him, motivating him, telling him he can do whatever he wants to do, just gotta work for it. This makes me see that the watch is the best representation when it comes to being there for others. Who am I isn't a simple question after all. My hat and my watch, it just takes a little time to think about you and what you can learn about yourself, as I didn't do in this speech. I hold my soccer ball, my blank sheet of paper, my hat, and my watch is enough to show you that I'm a very average college student with a dream and with the motivation to do something great. Thank you for listening to About Me, Who Am I? I am very eager to hear what my fellow castmen say about their own stories. Thank you.